Hey, it's Mina, and in this video, we're going to talk about everything you need to know to prepare you for July of 2020. We're going to look at you, the lessons you're learning, what advice Spirit has for you, your inner focus and your outer focus, as well as a struggle you'll face. Then we'll discuss something that you're going to be very successful at this month. Lastly, we will pull a chakra healing card to see what chakra you should be focusing on in July of 2020. As well as rolling the Astrodice to get more insight into what Spirit has to tell us. So this video is a little bit different. I'm going to ask you to pick a deck instead of a pile of cards, and then I'm just going to shuffle on camera and answer these questions that I've laid out before. So go ahead and pick a deck, 1, 2, or 3. Pause this video for as long as you need to. And then whenever you're ready, use the timestamps in the description box below to jump directly to your reading. Hey, group number 1, if you chose the Familiars deck, then this reading is for you. We're going to start off by figuring out what you need to know about July of 2020. The 6 of Swords. You're starting out the month feeling like you're just not making any progress at all. You're really feeling trapped and overwhelmed, restricted, and feeling like you have nothing stable in your life. This can either cause you to do two things. Remember, this is a general reading, so for some of you, it makes you want to get more aggressive and really just jump into anything that comes your way. And for others of you, you're actually shrinking back and not allowing many things to come towards you. What lessons are you learning this month? The 4 of Cups reversed. Because you've been in kind of a stuck sort of rut type of place, it's made it really hard for you to break out and really make some serious change. So the lesson this month is going to be to focus on all the beauty and positivity that already exists around you. Basically, Spirit is keeping you paused so that you can appreciate what you have now. It's going to be important to notice those things before they can put you on the next path. So take stock of what's in your life that is going really well and make sure you acknowledge that so that you can move on when Spirit is ready for you to. What advice does Spirit have for you? The Ace of Pentacles. They really want to tell you that now is the time to dive into new spiritual practices. If you've been considering learning about something new in your career, in your spiritual life, in any kind of personal development way, this is your big sign from Spirit that it's absolutely time to start doing that. They're very, very excited about the new thing you're going to learn, and they really see it as a way for you to increase your life's worth moving forward. What should be your inner focus? The 5 of Wands reversed. Your focus is really to end conflict within yourself. There's a lot of fighting with yourself. I feel like, I just get this sense like some of you, there's part of you that wants to hold you back, and then there's another part of you that's like, I'm ready to go and be a part of the world again. And so there's really a lot of inner turmoil here, trying to figure out whether or not you should keep progressing forward. Your inner focus is going to be about having your heart and your head really start agreeing with each other. Logically, you might still be worried or anxious or stressed about a situation that's happened in the past, but your heart is so ready to be open and to jump and to move forward. And so that's going to be a lot of your inner focus in July of 2020. So what should you be focusing on in your outer world? The Fool. This card is about change as well. It's about new beginnings, and it's about just taking that plunge. It's about looking at life, and even though it's a bit scary or sometimes risky, just doing what you think is right anyways. In your outer world, you're going to want to be looking for people or situations or opportunities that allow you to jump and make a change. A new adventure awaits you, Pile 1. Enjoy everything that July 2020 is bringing. What's going to be a struggle? The Devil card reversed. The struggle is the fact that you know that you're trapping yourself and creating stagnation in your life, but you still continue to do it. For some reason, this self-awareness is not really fixing the issue at hand. The good thing about the Devil reversed is it really signifies overcoming these challenges. It signifies moving on and getting better. It's progress. And I think it's a major important lesson for us to be grateful for everything that we have and to be grateful for all the lessons we've had to learn in the past, because it's what's made us stronger and able to handle life in the way that it is. What are you going to be really successful at this month? Ooh, that was fast. The Three of Cups. Someone from your past could be coming back to you. I think it's going to be in a celebratory way. There's definitely going to be some kinds of celebrations going on. This is basically a card that just represents success and celebrating. And so this is a great outcome, I would say, for your month. It's all about happy, uplifting, positive, good vibes type of life. What you're going to be successful at is really focusing on the good. So hearing all of this, I just don't have any worries about you at all. I think you're really ready to embrace the new you and move on in a healthier, stronger way. Let's pull a chakra card to see which chakra you can get in balance. Be grateful. This card came up a lot in my zodiac horoscope readings, and I think it completely fits this reading here. Spirit is saying it's all about that throat chakra. It's all about saying, I am grateful. I am grateful, universe. Thank you so much for the good. Thank you so much for the challenges. All of it is here to make me stronger. So if you do not have a gratitude journal, and I know I say this a lot in my videos, I would highly recommend you starting one. I had a gratitude journal going really strong, like every day I would do it for 6 months, and it completely changed my outlook on my life. And I was going through a really hard career shift at the time, and so I really don't know what I would have done without my gratitude journal. Obviously, I don't have to do it every day now, but at least once a week I go back to that gratitude journal. I flip to the beginning, I see what I was grateful in the beginning, and I look at how much I've grown, and then I make a new entry. So getting in this habit of being grateful is incredibly important. I'm getting this message I'm seeing someone actually drawing out what they're grateful, or like drawing a picture every day for some reason. That just popped into my head. If you are an artist, that message was specifically for you, or even if you're not, they're saying it doesn't have to be writing, it can be a drawing too, and it doesn't even have to be a drawing of anything specific. It's just like a way of expressing what's on your heart on the page, if that makes sense. All right, let's roll the Astrodice to see if we can get any additional information about this reading. The fourth house, which is Cancer, the Pisces symbol, and Jupiter, represented by Sagittarius. So either you have Sagittarius, Pisces, or Cancer in your sun, moon, or rising sign, or what I think this is actually referring to is optimism and growing your dreams is going to be incredibly important for you in July of 2020. This is the focus that Spirit is trying to lead us to. When I see that Cancer symbol as well, it talks a lot about self-care and building strong foundations. Okay, Cancer symbol is all about really rooting in a homey spot and then blossoming from there. So I love the combination actually of the Pisces Cancer vibe here, because I think it gives us a really clear picture that Spirit is asking you to dream so much bigger and to really know that you've got this. You really do. You have everything that you need, and you are going to have the exact right attitude and become the exact right person to live out the dreams that you would like. These are all the messages I'm getting for you, group number 1. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and give it a like. Comment down below on one thing you're grateful for. Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings. And if you would like a personalized reading, I do offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot. They start at about $25. I hope to hear from you soon, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hey group number 2, if you picked the Hidden Realm deck, then this reading is for you. Now this is my oldest tarot deck and I love it very much, so I'm so excited to get into this reading. So what's going on with you at the beginning of July of 2020? The Star. You are so hopeful for the future. You've gotten this spark of inspiration, and it's really leading you to feel very positive and motivated. You're feeling one, you're feeling connected to the universe. And it's almost like all of these mental and emotional blocks that were there in the past are kind of being blown away, and you're really ready to take on the month. What lesson will you be learning? Death reversed. You are learning to stop resisting change. You are definitely breaking through this barrier of, oh, I can't do it anymore. And you are really able to push through this month. Whatever is making you feel resistant, I would highly urge you at the beginning of the month to do a lot of meditation or ask before you fall asleep to have some kind of a dream with your spirit guide to help you heal this issue. That way you can move on and then really capitalize on this star energy moving forward. Some advice from Spirit. The Eight of Wands reversed. Okay, so they're saying something is zapping your energy. Something, I don't know if it's an entity or some kind of a habit I'm hearing that you do on a day-to-day basis that is really zapping all of your energy away from you. It's making it very difficult for you to really fully embrace all this star energy you're feeling at the beginning of the month. We're going to pull a chakra card so we can see if anything's blocking a chakra and what you can do about that. But you might seek out some kind of Reiki practitioner or some kind of a counselor, or really just get together with a good group of friends you trust and try to figure out what's blocking you and really try to get it unblocked, co-creating with someone else, because it's always stronger when we're working with someone else. What should be your inner focus? The Ten of Swords reversed. Your inner focus should be telling yourself again and again, the worst is over. I have survived and things are going to get better for me. You have actually come so far in your journey. I think you're a lot further along than you even realize yourself. And so you need to remember to tell yourself how incredibly strong you are and how much you've already done. Because I think you're looking at all of these new challenges like, oh, there's no way I can accomplish this. But really, you have accomplished so much already that this really, it shouldn't be as hard as you think it's going to be. What should your outer focus be? The Six of Pentacles. The outer focus should really be on generosity and giving out kindness to other people. You want to be the support person. You want to make sure you're sharing. And I think you're going to find that a lot of people are going to be supportive and willing to share with you. Once you kind of start that loop of kindness, that kindness should really come back to you in some kind of a way. This is a very positive card to get, as it signifies like almost things kind of equaling out and you getting what you deserve. Especially if you've been working really hard lately, you can really expect a payoff. What struggle will you face? The Magician? Interesting. You're just struggling to believe that you already do have it all, that you already can do everything you want to do. And the Magician card, it really represents being a master of something already and being really in a place to manifest whatever you want. And for some reason, you see all these reversal cards here. These are all in reverse, meaning that you're really experiencing a lot of internal struggle. And so for some reason in your head or in your brain, and it might be again because of this energy drain we've been talking about, You're not seeing yourself as the magician. You need to start seeing yourself as the magician because you are, and you have all these great abilities, and you definitely can get a lot done. Also, I'm loving all this major arcana that's coming out for you. This is an important month for you, group 2. But what's going to be successful for you this month? Ooh, okay, that one. The Eight of Pentacles. You're going to be really hardworking, and again, this card also talks about big payoffs. You're very much getting rewarded for everything that you've done, and you should expect a huge goal to be accomplished by the end of July of 2020. Whenever we see this card, it usually means you've been really taking the time to detailed step through a process that you're interested in, and so now is the time to finish up that project and then get the rewards that you have definitely earned. Let's figure out what chakra needs to be healed. Collaborate with others. This is actually going to be like your whole chakra system here. Collaborating with others. This card is kind of about unity. It's about coming together with other people. When you work with others, combining all of the different gifts and talents that you have, you can accomplish more than what you'd be able to accomplish on your own. This is talking a lot about engaging with like family and friends, talking to people about how you can work on being a better collaborator. What would be really cool is to write down with your family or with your significant other or with your roommates or whatever, each of you write down things you think you're already good at and see if there's a way to add on to each other's lists afterwards. So you write down a list of things that you feel that you're good at, and then you switch papers and your roommate or boyfriend or significant other or whoever, child or whatever, writes down what they think you're good at to add to the list, something that you didn't write before. Not something like a physical descriptor, but an actual personality trait. I think that would be really fun and uplifting. And then be sure to ask for help. I mean, this card is all about asking other people for help when you need it and not being ashamed. Remember, we can do things better together than alone. And lastly, let's roll the Astrodice to see if we can get any additional messages. The 6th house, which is Virgo. The Cancer symbol. And Mars, which is ruled by Aries. So this could be saying you have Aries, Cancer, or Virgo in your sun, moon, or rising, which is a confirmation that this reading is for you. But I think what it could be talking about is kind of getting more active in your life. Maybe even developing a really smart, really helpful workout routine, or starting to dance, or doing something physical, or doing something that kind of gets the blood pumping, gets yourself moving. And I really think it's going to help with your mood, with your emotions, with your habits. Because remember, there's something that's draining your energy. And I don't know about you guys, but when I start working out, I find that after I've rested and recovered from that workout, I actually have more energy and I sleep better each night. So I think Spirit is just saying, hey, it might be time for you to pick up a great exercise routine. It could be really, really beneficial for you. These are all the messages I'm getting for you, group number 2. If this video resonates, give it a like. Comment down below on one thing you think you're really great at. Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings. And if you'd like a personalized reading for the month, I do offer them on my website starting at $25 at www.minanixtarot.com. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, group number 3, if you chose the Wizard deck, then this reading is for you. So let's go ahead and start off with shuffling up the deck a bit. All right, what's going on with you at the beginning of the month? The Chariot reversed. You're really feeling a bit powerless. It's like You just don't think you're going to be able to control your life. Like you feel like outside forces have taken control and you just sort of lack direction. You lack motivation to figure out what to do next. Believe it or not, this card means that you do have it, but you're having some sort of internal conflict that's telling you that you don't. Because when the Chariot card is upright, it's like moving forward without any distractions. And for some reason, something is pulling you down and telling you that you don't have control over your life. I would really take a look at this through meditation and figure out what this thing is that's holding you back, because you really do have control of what you want to do. And I feel like frustration or anger from past failures are really getting the better of you in July of 2020. What lessons are you learning? The Three of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you're learning from your mistakes. So definitely some kind of a mistake or failure has happened in the past, and you're really trying to grapple with what you did wrong and figure out how to make it right. Mistakes are so important in our lives because they are the things that allow us to figure out what is and isn't working for us. And it's what helps us grow the most. So don't be afraid of your mistakes. Definitely look at them. Definitely use them as a way to learn from what you did and continue to make your life better, help yourself grow. But it's not something you really need to wallow in for an extended period of time. What advice does Spirit have for you at this time? The Four of Cups. All right, so Spirit's saying let go of these regrets and really focus on the good things you have control of right now. This is more advice about, I just gave group number 1 a bunch of advice about a gratitude journal. This is more advice about like just saying 2 things you're grateful for every day until you really feel that energy balance shifting back into a more positive aspect in your life. What is your inner focus? The Seven of Pentacles reversed. You're taking on way too much, and so your inner focus needs to be a way to really deal with this workaholic type of mindset. I feel like because you've made a mistake or because there's been a failure, you're really, really pushing hard to make sure that that doesn't happen again. But honestly, wearing yourself out with too much work is just going to lead to bigger mistakes in the future. What's your outer focus going to be? The Seven of Cups reversed. Your inner focus is a 7 and your outer focus is a 7, and typically 7 is that perfect, like God number, so to speak. Perfection flipped on its head kind of deal. So let's talk about specifically the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups reversed means that you're finally starting to see the correct path open up for you. You're really going to be able to think more clearly, and something from your outer world is going to give you this reality check. Some sort of outer thing you can focus on. I am hearing a conversation with a loved one. So you're going to be having a conversation with a loved one, and then boom, all of a sudden they say something and then clarity is just revealed in your brain. For some reason, what they say makes you feel a lot less restricted. All right, what will you struggle with? The Queen of Swords. You're going to be struggling with realizing how much strength all of your past traumas have really given to you. You might be having trouble being empathetic with other people because you're feeling so vulnerable that you're just not really able to open up at this time. Like we said over here, there's going to be some kind of conversation with someone that sparks something interesting. So I'd really like you to take a look at why you're feeling so closed off and ways for you to really release this mistake. We all make mistakes. It is completely fine. We have to learn from them. There's something that helps us grow. And so sitting back and really suppressing that pain, suppressing that sadness, and just working straight through it the way I think you might be, just completely busying your mind with something else, is not really doing a service for you, and it's really keeping you stuck in a situation that you're not fully happy with. What will you be successful at this month? The King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, 2 things here. There's 2 messages. For some of you, you are going to find out that this mistake or failure was actually due to someone else's greed It could be yours, it could be, I'm getting the sense it's someone older than you, someone who you trusted, and it was actually them who caused the mishap and not really you. So you've been internalizing this mistake as your own for all this time, but in reality, it was this older person who kind of forced your hand and made it happen, so to speak. And for others of you, you're really going to be successful in realizing that material wealth isn't everything. You're going to be looking at life in less of a focus of work and money and realizing what you can do with all of that money that you've been working so hard for. And I feel like coming to terms with a life purpose, with a greater life purpose, is really going to be a success for you in July of 2020. It's important for you to connect with what your soul finds important this month and not what your bank account wants the numbers to say, if that makes any sense at all. All right, let's pull a chakra card to see what chakra you need to bring into balance. Connect with your roots. Very cool. This is the grounding chakra, your root chakra. Connecting with your roots. I love this card for you. I think it ties in so well to the reading. This is all about connecting with who you really are. So we're talking about this last card here. The way to this success is by connecting with who you really are and strengthening your bonds with your family and your culture. It's about feeling connected to the earth, taking time out in nature, breathing in some fresh air, and really going barefoot and walking on the land. I would encourage you to, plant vegetables or flowers or do something outside where you're really cultivating something. And also learn about your ancestors, learn about your culture. Take time to really dive into that and be proud of who you are. Be proud of where you came from. Spend some time with your family doing some really fun activities. So this is a month all about reconnecting with your family, or really looking at your family life and figuring out either what you like or didn't like about that and what parts feel truly yours. Not because you were born in it, but what your soul truly feels like is a part of them. Let's roll the Astrodice to see if we can get any additional information. So we've got Mars, which is represented by Aries, the Taurus symbol, and then the 9th house, which is Sagittarius. So this could be saying that Sagittarius, Taurus, or Aries is in your sun, moon, or rising sign. And it could also be talking about having the courage to really look at expanding your daily routine, expanding your work life into something that vibes more with your soul's purpose. So having the courage to say, I really need to think about something other than work. I'm definitely seeing you guys getting interested in being a part of an organization that helps serve the community and maybe even help serve your culture specifically. That's going to be a huge calling for you in July of 2020. And you really are going to have the courage to do it, because I'm hearing for quite a few of you, there's some pain or some anger or some past trauma affiliated with your family or culture. And so reconnecting with that is going to be scary at first. It's going to put you back into that spot of the past where you felt really damaged by that situation. And so I really encourage you to be brave, be bold, and let passion take hold of you and really get yourself involved with a cultural activity or with a group of people who are doing something that you feel very passionate about being a part of. These are all the messages I'm getting for you, group number 3. If this video resonates with you, give it a like. Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos, as well as monthly horoscope readings, and comment down below on if there are any organizations you'd really like to be a part of so that the rest of us can look into those as well. If you want a personal reading, I offer them on my website starting at $25. You can find that at minanixtarot.com. I hope to hear from you soon, and I will see you next time. Bye!